That's what I went through before I boarded the plane from Kenya to Dubai, because according to the last video I did of my relocation vlog, I mentioned something that I went through crazy stuffs in the airport back in Kenya, but at the end I managed to travel. So I decided, why not share with you guys, because I have many friends who are following me on other platforms like TikTok and the rest. So I decided, let me bring all of you here so that I can do a long video explaining to you. So before even planning to come to Dubai, it was close to 3 years, and only submitted my documents and I told go for a vacation. They told me that which kind of, like, do you want re-entry or you want an exit? So I decided, because I was not certain sure if I was going to stay back in Kenya, not coming back, or I wanted to come back. I was 50-50, you know. So you know what, just give me re-entry. Yeah, so that was it, and they gave me, and then they began my processing visa and processing my tickets, everything, and the day came and I traveled back to Kenya. So going back to Kenya, I told you I was 50-50. I was not sure if I was to come back or to stay. So coming to Dubai in the first place, I had not planned for it completely. I had not planned for it. So I was going through, like, let me follow up on their page, the company itself, because they also have a page. So I went to their page and then I looked everything. I saw, like, I have the qualification, everything they are asking. And then I was like, because I have 3 months vacation, why can't I try this one, you know? So I went ahead. I didn't even ask anyone for their number. So I went ahead to Google, and then I searched for them, and then I saw their website, and then on their website they usually write their numbers, or they have the link, the WhatsApp link from there. So I just clicked that link and it took me to WhatsApp. I saved the number, and before even I started applying this company, I want, and I made sure I had already prepared all those documents, you know. So by the time I started chatting with them, I knew I was ready for everything. So the first thing they asked me was my passport original, and they want it in a scanned copy. And also I sent them the first document they asked me. I sent it. So we continue the conversation on WhatsApp. Remember, this is WhatsApp conversation. So the second document, or rather the second thing they asked me, was my photo. And then they will send you the correct measurements of the photo they want. So already I had a photo which was correct. It was so nice. So I sent it to them, and then they say it's so perfect. So we continued the conversation in WhatsApp, and then also they asked me about, that's the same day, these all things are, they asked me, the next document was the good conduct. And then also I had that one, and I had scanned it. They were all in my email and documents, and you send them this and you send them. They will know that you are so much in need of the job. That's what I mean. If they ask you this, you send them. If they ask you this, you send them, because they will see, or they will even feel that this person really want this job, because already she has all the documents required. Before we go ahead, let me tell you the company, because I don't want to talk about, I know in comment section you might be asking, which company is this, it's called MaidCC. It's only deals can give you works, like you can go to a certain family, you work as a cleaner, or you work as a nanny, or you work as a caregiver, because the client will come with different, like, needs. I want someone who can do this. I want someone, they come and specify for you, you know. Also some families, but maybe you are going to help out in other things. So another client will have an elderly person, or maybe I have someone sick, or a child with disability. They will look on the website, and they will see each and every one profile, because when you come with this company, they will do you a video, and then they will post that video on the website. So all the profile and everything you have done, everything, you know, the clients will select from there. Now you know the company. Let's go back to the story. So after I have sent all the documents, they now asked me about this document which I never had, and I never knew that it was that serious, you know. So it was the authentication certificate. What I much it will take, because I saw videos people saying it only takes 24 hours for it to come out. So I decided, let me apply it on that evening, and maybe by tomorrow evening I'll have it. So I went ahead with my friend and we applied this document, and surprisingly the document took 5 days. I want questions we need you to answer, and remember, those questions is not just questions, they are interviews. Okay, for other people, they will call you and request for a video, for a video call, so that they can interview you, be it maybe on Google Meet or any other platform they tell you themselves. Okay, but for me, they choose to do just chatting on WhatsApp, not request for a video call or anything, you know. But remember, all those questions, be it chatting on WhatsApp or be it a video call, that's the interview. So we waited for the document while I was answering the questions they were asking me correctly, and the days went by. Following day in the morning, my friend tried to check it and it was out. So I went ahead and also sent it to them. They were like, oh, you've already received? I was like, yeah. So they told me, okay, dear, we now have all the documents we want from you. What we are going to do is we are going to process your visa, and it will take 2 to 3 weeks. And I was like, okay. Remember, I submitted all the documents that they told me my visa is going to take 2 to 3 weeks. I was like, okay. I've watched many videos of people saying that mine took 3 months, mine took. So after the conversation, now the conversation started, because they have all the documents they need the process. They will use two different WhatsApp numbers, you know. But I was answering the same questions on this and the same questions on this, you know. Yeah. Towards the end of the second week, after I started chatting with them, they sent me a visa. I was like, no way. Because I was watching videos of people saying that these people, they will answering their question, now I have the visa, and they send me the e-visa. So I was so much anxious, like at this, I never knew like way of getting a Dubai visa and everything, you know. So, and remember the last when I went to KSA, I had an agent who was preparing everything, even the transportation to the airport. They were all catered, you know. So I had nothing to do with that. But now this one, I'm the one who is going to provide these documents, the ones, you know, it was so crazy. But I was, after they sent me the visa, and after me asking all the questions, they were like, girl, you need to do is relax, we are going to send you the ticket. So after they sent me this visa, I was like, this day of my life, but I'm equal to the task. I believed in myself, and I say, if I've gone ahead doing all those things by myself to motivate myself, I went to the airport. No, the day came, and then the day I never checked my WhatsApp. And remember, everything they are sending it to you is through WhatsApp. And that day they sent the ticket, I didn't check my WhatsApp on that day. So, and they will send the ticket for you today, and you're supposed to travel tomorrow. Like, you don't even have enough time to arrange your things in the morning, because that day I didn't know what was making me so restless, you know. I never had enough sleep, like I was not even feeling like sleeping. So I opened my WhatsApp, and the first message was from them, and I saw a document. I went ahead and inquired, what is this document? And I saw it was my ticket, and it was written I was supposed to travel that day. So immediately when they saw me online, they started sending the messages. The messages were coming out in, you know, and I was replying to them. I was like, immediately they called me, and then they were like, you now have your ticket, and you have your visa. Please get ready by 4 p.m. Make sure you are at the airport. I was like, at the airport today? They were like, yes. Have you not checked the ticket? I was like, oh my God, it's today. It's today, 4 p.m. The checking in is 6 p.m. in the evening. So you have to go be at the airport by 4 p.m. And then we went now into private conversation, because, you know, there's some document that's confidential, you know. So remember, at this point, I was renting my own house. I was renting a house in Nairobi, Not really. I was like, what am I going to do with my stuffs? Because when I came immediately to Kenya, before even I went home, I looked for a house, and I bought like a bed, mattress, and everything. I assembled the house, about is to be hosted with someone, because I had friends who could host me before I went back home. But I was like, what if I went back home and I want to come back to Nairobi? Because I will not stay in the village for that long. I need to have like my own house. So I went ahead and bought some stuff. So full, as a girl, you go to a certain place, you find something nice, you see in Nairobi from in a month, like from date first on, this week I'm in Nairobi, next week maybe I'm in Mombasa, the other week I'm in at the village. Yeah, I knew I was to go back to my previous employer in KSA, or if this one now is going to be successful, I was to go to Dubai. So I never wanted to buy any expensive stuff around my house, because I knew I will be wasting my money, and then I will not be using these things for a long time. So what I did, after I confirmed the ticket and everything, the only thing I was supposed to do at that, are you already in the airport? It was 3 that I told them, yes, I'm on my way. That's simple. And that was my way of, or my style of traveling that day. So I reached at the airport at exactly 5 p.m. And remember, the check-in was supposed to be 6 or 7, 6 until 7, because the flight was supposed to be 9:45. So when I reached there, now this is what I did. I found people who were checking in at that time. They were going to India. Sorry. So they were using Indian Airline. I don't know what was the name. Is it Indigo or something? I don't know. And then now the Emirates checking in. It was not yet time, but people was already coming in, and they were forming their different line, are going for work in Dubai. And when those officials at the airport, they see you like you are going there for work, they will definitely know that this person is going for work, and this person maybe is going for something else. They can even tell from the look. So I was like, okay, they started that line, and I was like, let me sit aside and then watch what they are being asked. So someone came out and they started asking for the documents. Before even you could go through the first check-in, they were asking about the documents. I knew it was over. And then I became serious, like how I was going to India. So I passed through that official, because he was there, and my line was here, and he was checking the other documents from here. So I passed him and I went inside. I knew now inside you are not going to like get away with it. But I was like, I better explain myself while I'm inside rather than being outside. Because I went through the first check-in, everything I finished, and then now we are going to form another line for the flight that you are going to use. So don't be the first one. So there was a guy, I remember I met a friend at the airport. So we were using the same flight, but for him, he was going to the US, he was connecting. So I made sure he was at the front of me. It was him and then me. And then before him, there were 2 ladies. And then he found out that they also don't have these documents. And I knew that was what I was going to go through as well. So 2 ladies. So the other lady came, and then he was like, you bring me your passport, your ticket. The guy gave out, and also I followed and I gave out mine, and he was like, okay. So I went to this final stage, and I was like, if I will not make it from here, okay, I call it a try. I went there, and then the guy asked me these documents, I gave out, and then the other documents, I was like, okay, I never knew you wanted that. I never knew it was serious. Yeah. And then he put my other documents down like this. So I stood there for like 30 minutes. And then the guy called me when there were no one in the line. he asked me like a lot of questions, like a lot. Which work are you? And I explained everything. Came out after like 10 minutes, and then we talked, and he also called another guy, and the story was long. But at the end, I got help. With this document. I got help. You know, my family is depending on me. But at the end, they told me, it's good you have this document, and it is not your first time traveling to Gulf country, you know. And we talked, and then he was like, okay, they gave me the stamp. By the time I saw him giving me the stamp like this, I was like, it was like an answered prayer. But I was really tired. At that time, I was almost giving up. Like, I was eventually giving up. But the guy saw me and he told me, you will get help. You know, I will call someone who is going to help through it. And then they gave me the stamp. And then I went to the final checking. The final. Oh my God. I took my laptop, returned it to my laptop bag because they are doing. And then I went now. You know, when you are in the escalator going up, I was like, is it really me? Going through all this. Now oh my God. I went upstairs, and then my battery was so low, and it was already 7:30 when I finished everything, or when I was up with the row that you are going to sit. So we were forming like 4 different lanes or rows, and then you will check in like that, you know. So it reached my turn. They are checking your ticket now. They don't even check the passport and everything. They know you've checked everything down there. So the only thing they are checking in before now you go to that queue of entering the plane is only the ticket. So I could a lot down there. Now here, even before I entered the plane, oh my God. So the lady went ahead typing some, I didn't know what she was typing, and then the other ticket came out, and then he gave me the ticket, and I was like, thank God. So we queued on that, you know, that small cube like this. So the people were so many, the line was so huge, you know. That plane was so huge. It was so huge. That was my first time using the Flying Emirates. So before I even traveled outside my country, I had already like written down the first plane, and I told God, I want to use these planes, and I don't know when, I don't know. Okay, I just know I have need in me. One day, if I traveled, I want to use this and this and this, you know. So I'd already remember, this is not my first time traveling outside the country. The first plane I used while I was traveling back 2022 was Qatar Airways, and it was a connecting flight from Kenya to Qatar, and then from Qatar to KSA, and I used the same plane for Qatar Airways. I'm using the Flying Emirates. I was like, oh my God, thank you. It was even the first one in the list, and now it has become the third one, but at least I've used it. So we went in, and then we settled. It was at night already. By the time when we finished settling everyone, they closing the plane door. It was around, the seats were so comfortable, and I was trying like to look at, I never slept, because I was like, I want to experience everything from the start to the end. And remember, I wanted to shoot a video, which I have already uploaded, my relocation vlog. Kindly, guys, go back through my my other videos and watch the video I'm talking about. So I wanted to shoot a video. I never mind that it was at night, but I said everything that is going to be feasible, I'll be shooting. Remember, when you're flying at night, it will reach a time the plane lights will go off, and then you will have like a dim light. Yes, you can see what you want to touch, or when you want to go to the bathroom, you can see it when you are going, but it's not that much light, you know, because people are sleeping. So whenever they will switch on the lights, let's say for example when they give us food, I made sure I was shooting. Okay, for the food, I will rate it like I gave it a 8 because I will give it like a 10, but it was cold, you know. And remember, that was the only meal that day. Like hiyo ndo ilikuwa meal yangu ya kwanza. Like coffee, yes, they gave out coffee, but I didn't take coffee because I knew, like, yeah, because I knew if I will take coffee or if I will take wine, I will not even stay for a minute without going to the bathroom. Sit, middle. Someone was behind me at my left, someone was behind me at my right hand. So I did want, like, I controlled myself not to take these drinks because I didn't want to disturb these poor gentlemen because they were men and they were, you know, they were big. I'm also big, but I was like, I was the small one. Our flight was so smooth. When you come immediately, you are now going through the immigration because they are official there. They are telling you, go this way, go this way, go this way, go this way. So for us, they ask you, are you new? Yes, go this way. Everything, they need to stamp our visa, you know, they need to take us picture. So I went, it was really quick. I was like, yo, those people, they don't waste time. I didn't took even like a minute there. They were like, give me your passport, give me your visa. Shh, shh. Stand, compose yourself, picture, sure, go. Now, I have to talk to the company, like, I've already arrived, I've collected my luggage, and what next? They told me, remember we are conversing on WhatsApp, they told me that, okay, Frida, we've already sent you the location. What you need to do is go outside, find a taxi, and then give him, and then they will bring you to the company premises and someone will pay on arrival. I was like, how? I met a Kenyan who, when we were going through the immigration, for her, she just went and tapped the passport like that and then she went. She told me, no, I was in Kenya for vacation. So she told me, when you finish, I'll be waiting for you at the baggage collection, because the girl knew that I was new. The company that I was going with, because I told her, so be told to go by herself. So I need to guide her, show her the right taxi to use, you know. The girl waited for me. I collected my bag and then she was like, okay, come. We went outside. Her car already was there. The driver was there. So he was like, wait for me a minute. I want to show this lady like which correct taxi to use. So he told me, Frida, this is good. The red, it's like green with the red color on top. First one. He told me, no. The second one came, but someone picked it immediately. Coming this way, and he had the conversation, and then he told me, no, you know what, come to the car. And then I went inside, and then we went. He took me to the company. On the road, you could even watch my relocation vlog. I was like, please, there are still good people in this world. And then by the time the receptionist will see now the car is coming, they will eventually come out. Now I went inside the reception. But immediately when I alighted from this car, also another car came, and I knew definitely this was from airport because it was the same company. So a lady came out, and we were two of us in the reception. And I never knew her, she never knew me before, but we were on the same plane, and we didn't know that, because if we knew, we will use the same car. But rooms, and then I went to my room, and then I found 4 roommates. I was the 5th. Every room, 5 roommates. So that's you're being needed in the office, and then we went. There were some questions they were asking us, some documents to sign, and they took us pictures, and we went back to our rooms. I tried sleeping. Remember, I didn't sleep on the flight, even for a minute. And now it's already 9 a.m. in the morning. No sleeping again. I went back to the room. I tried sleeping. Wapi, hakuna usingizi. So like it was 11. Supervisor came also, and then they were like, so and so you're needed at the office. You know, no, they have our numbers. The conversation, everything is on WhatsApp. If someone in your room got a client, everyone in that cube or in that room, you will be notified. Tell so and so they are needed in the office, or tell so and so the client is here, or her taxi is here. You know, second time at 12 to the office, and then they gave us the uniforms, and then we went to do a video. That video now is what they are going to post it on the website, the company's website, and that's where you are going to get the client from. On the second day, we went for our medicals. We came back relaxed at the room. They never called us that day actually, because we knew tomorrow we were going medical, and then on the third day was the biometrics. So at that day, or for the biometrics, the supervisor who is dealing with biometrics and everything, she will come and then now call the names of the people whom they have received their results, you know, to do a sit-down video today to explain everything which I went through back in Kenya and now in Dubai. So you now know everything. So the next videos will be now for the day which I was going for the biometrics. I have a video for that. Subscribe, guys, if you have not subscribed, please, and give this video a like and watch my other videos so that we can go step by step together. So after I finished everything, I got a first client I dismissed, the second client I dismissed, and the third client I had no option but to accept. And that decision I took that day, I've never regretted until now, because like shifting from one client to another, one client to another, no. I know many people, there was someone who asked me like, Frida, what happened with your house back in Kenya? Was I left everything for my friend. I don't know how she handled this, sorted, and that's it. It's good to have friends, guys. It's my story. I hope you enjoy the story until that far. This is the first video. I'm doing it long, yo. I'm going to end this video, yeah, but I'm here also to remind you, if you're watching this video and you've not subscribed, kindly, guys, subscribe, like my videos, guys, and please watch out for more content, interesting content to come. And bye.